SBR Shamrock is a teenage mare. I have not had a chance to look at her teeth, so I can't give you an accurate guess. She's 16 hands, and this is the mare that Facebook fans helped us purchase. She was very good in the trailer, but very nervous. Once she got to us and got quarantined, we brought her in. This is her second ride in the arena. She appeared to be high headed when you first hold her, but she's most happy carrying her head slightly out and in a hunter type frame. She has a very nice way of moving, very pleasant, and has scored well on the groundwork as far as grooming, tacking, leading. This mare is kind. Somebody has spent some time training her, and she was very good for the blacksmith. Because we've raised extra funds, we had the money to do her feet. We are making an appointment to do her teeth, and she will be getting spring shots shortly. She is now out of quarantine and is available for adoption. As you can see, Erin's riding her, and she's much happier, kind of flexed down. She has a pleasant way of going, and even with the driving shoes with a little borium on them, which added a little more weight, she had quite a bit more fold and bend to her legs, so she got a little fancier. She will raise her head up, but it was not comfortable for her, so we pretty much just worked her where she's comfortable. I do think this mare will work in a lesson program as she's kind. She actually is one of the better trained horses right off the bat that we got in. Um, there are things we'd work on, and we are continuing to work on, but mostly it's just getting her comfortable with the routine. She has been taught to canter in the past. You're going to see that she has a little bit of trouble getting her the right canter lead. As she comes in this corner, if you focus in, you'll notice as she comes out, her hip goes slightly to the rail and sets her up to canter on the wrong lead. So Erin's going to start her again. This time, in this engagement, I didn't think she shifted her weight back, and she got discombobulated. Almost appeared to rack, but she's not gated. But I think she didn't get her weight back far enough. So Erin is taking her time a little more, and it's going to get her, and you'll see her shift her weight back just there, like she did, to the back end. And she cantered very nicely. That's just a matter of working the horses. These horses are only trotted on the road, so the canter their muscle memory is a little lost, so it takes them a little bit to get it back. She does canter fairly collected. Erin's had to work her, and she's a horse you push just a little bit, which I like for my lesson horses, especially for the lower level riders. She also knows the word whoa really easy, so you can just say it and she stops, which is important. Not every horse will do that. She's fairly comfortable reversing to the rail, and you're going to see this in a moment. Erin's getting ready. And she's going to ask her to canter this way. Usually the left lead is the easiest for a horse to get, mainly because in training I think people tend to work the left lead or the first direction more. And you'll see her shift back. So she is remembering a canter cue, and she does have collection. She's not very long, and she's fairly slow and comfortable for the stage she's at. I think this mare would be a wonderful teaching horse or a pleasure horse just to ride. Her gaits are nice. She's willing, kind, easy to work with. Like I said, a little nervous in the trailer, but basically just kind of moved around and pawed slightly. I think if she got hauled on a more regular basis, she would be happier. Erin's going to bring her in now, and you'll see her do what we call around the world. A lot of programs use that. but she does stand quietly. Earlier on Facebook, if anybody saw her, Erin was doing some yoga type poses on her. Kind of funny. The mare stood and actually was very relaxed about it. She's more than happy to stand, and she's easy to mount and dismount. I believe Erin can mount her to a mounting, lead her up to a mounting block and mount her by herself with no header.